Dear students, in this video I am going to discuss about the various number system, and if we have a number in one particular number system, then what will be the equivalent of the same number in another number system, we are going to discuss in this video. So let us start with the first one, that is decimal to binary, and after that we have to study binary to decimal. In the last class I have explained how the decimal number will be converted into the binary. In two methods I have explained, but whatever we have used the 2 power of 0, 2 power of 1, 2 power of 2, 2 power of 3, that method is not suitable for the large numbers, large decimal numbers, so that we can use the second method. Whatever we have used the second method, that is called successive division method. That means what? We have the decimal number and which has to be converted into the binary, so that binary is having the base of 2, so that that decimal number which is to be converted into the binary has to be successively divided by the 2, so that we have to collect all the remainders from the bottom to top, so that will be the equivalent binary number for the given decimal number. Anyway, I am going to explain the same with the one example. Then I am having the one particular example. I am going with the number based conversions. In this particular video, mostly I am going to explain the decimal to binary and the binary to decimal. If the time permit, I am going to explain the another number system which is called octal number system, whose base is 8. I am going to explain that, and if the time permits, I am going to explain the conversion of the decimal to octal, octal to decimal, and the binary to octal and the octal to the binary. I am going to explain the same. So that first I am going with the one particular example. Here the first one, what we are going to study, decimal to binary. Decimal, I am going with the decimal, that is 125 point, it is 0 to 5. It is the decimal number system, because which is mentioned with the base of 10. Here this point is named as it is a base point or radix point or the decimal point. In general, what we can pronounce it is 125.025, and without the base default we have to assume that it is a decimal number. Now we have to convert that number into the equivalent binary form, so that it is having some integer part and as well as fractional part, so that we have to go through we have to make use the separate method for the integer part and as well as the fractional part, so that this point is named as base point. We can call it as it is the base point. This is the base point or the radix point, and the left side one we can call it is left side part, we can call it is an integer part, and this one is named as it is a fractional part. So that means what? We have the two parts in the given number. One is integer part, another one is fractional part. We know how to convert the given integer decimal number into the binary form. In the previous class we have studied. Anyway, I am going to explain the same. So then I am going with the first one is integer part. How the integer part of the decimal number will be converted into the binary. I am taking the integer part. What is the integer number? It is 125, and we have to convert this into the binary number system, which is having the base of 2, so that it will be successively divided by 2. So that means what? If you proceed like this, we can get all the remainders. We have to collect the remainders from the bottom to top, so that we can get 2 6 the 12, and 2 2s are 4, so that it is having the remainder is 1. Again I am going to be successively divided, that 62 will be divided, that is 31, and the remainder is 0. And next one I am going with 2 15, that is 30, and remainder is 1 again. And next one is 2 7, it is 14, and the remainder is 1. And the next one is 2 3, it is 6, remainder is also 1 again. The next one is about 2 1s are 2, and the remainder is also 1. So this is the integer part. Then what is the equivalent value we got for the 125? If it is a decimal number, then the equivalent binary we have to collect from the bottom to top, so that this is the bottom to top. We have to collect the all the remainders. Then first, what is the first remainder? This is 1, followed by 1 1 2 3 4 5 5 ones, 5 ones, 1 2 3 4 5 ones, 0 and 1. Then this part is completed. Now this part is completed, then we have to go for the same base point remains same, then we have to go for the fractional part. Now what is the fractional part? Fractional part, we are having the 0.025, and it has to be, it is an integer part, so that it is successively divided by the 2, and if it is having the fractional part, it has to be multiplied by the 2. If it is integer part, we have to divide by the 2, and if it is a fractional part, if it is having the fractional part, we have to multiply by 2. This is what it is, 0.050. Then we have to collect this one. Next, that will comes here now. Next we have to multiply again. We have to multiply with 2. This will be what it is, 0 0 1 0. Then this will be what again it is also having the 0 only, so that we have to write this 0 is here. Then multiply with the 2 now. Multiply with the 2, this is 2. This will be 0 0, 2 into that is about 1.0.11, and this will be what it is, 0 into 1 2, so that we can stop this procedure is here, and that will be here. We can have the signal is like this, we can have the data is like this. So again we have to take this 0 also, so that it will becomes here, so that 3 zeros. Again you have to take the 0.200, and it is multiplied by the 2, so that it will be 0.400. Again we have to take, this is 0 here, and it will be multiplied by 2. This will be 008, and it is point, and you can have the 0 here, into 2, it will be 0 0. Then this is 16, so that it will be the 1, and we have to collect this 1. Like that you have to go with the thing, that is what here. Again I am going with this 0.600, means it is about 1.200. That means what, here I got the 1. So see this one here, whatever 2 for 0.200, already we have this one. Whenever this is repeating, then you have to stop the procedure. Otherwise, if this fractional part, if we get complete zeros, then we can stop the procedure. In 2 cases we can stop the procedure. This is about this one. So here 0 into 50, 0 100. Likewise you can go with what it is, 3 zeros, 40 50, and followed by the double 1, 5 zeros followed by double 1. If you proceed like this, you can get the answer is like this. This is the equivalent conversion of the equivalent conversion of number system. This is we can go through the decimal to the binary, and after that we can go for the next one. For example, if I am having this is same, if I am having the same with respect to the what we can call if I wanted to convert this is into the decimal form, then I am taking that is what 1 1 5 ones followed by the 0 followed by 1.4050 zeros 1 into 1. Then you have to, this is what it is a binary number, and we have to convert this is into the decimal, so that the point remains same here. This is 1 into 2 power of 0 plus 0 into 2 power of 1 plus then 1 into 2 power of 2 plus, likewise this is what it is 2 power of, this is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 2 power of 7 plus 2 power of 6 plus 2 power of 5 plus 2 power of 4 plus it is about we can have this is what we can have this is, sorry, it got confused. It is 2 power of 6, 2 power of 5, 2 power of 4, 3 power of 3, 2 power of 2 and 2 power of 1 into 0 plus 2 power of 0. This is, that means what? Here this is what? 2 power of 6 into 1 plus, this is equals to what? It is 64 plus this is what? 2 power of 5 into 1. This is equals to 32 plus next one, this is 2 power of 4 into 1, it is 16 plus this is 2 power of 3 into 1, this is only 5 0, so that 2 power of 3 into 1, this is 8 and plus 4 5 ones, right? So that 2 power of 2 into 1, that is 4 plus 2 power of 1 into 0, this is 0 plus 2 power of 0 into 1, this is 1. 64 plus 32, it is 96. 96 plus 16, it is 112, 120 and 125. Now this will be the 125 base point, and coming to here also you can go with that is in another manner. You can go with 0 into 2 power of minus 1 plus 0 into 2 power of minus 2, 0 into 2 power of minus 3. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, and this will be the 2 power of minus 6, and this is 2 power of minus 7. That means what? 1 by 2 power of minus 7 plus 1 by 2 power of minus 6. If you simplify this one, you will get the answer is about 0.025. 0.025. What we have here? 125, and here we can what? It is the answer. That means what? Here we have took one example, that is one decimal number we have converted that decimal number into the binary. After that we have verified that number into the decimal form. So that with the one more example I am going to explain the same, so that everyone is going to be clear with this session of that decimal number system and the binary number system. First one I am going with the example 2, that is example 2. It is what the example we have, it is 63.125 base 10, 63.125 base 10. Then here also it is having some integer part and as well as fractional part. So first take the integer part, that is 63. 63 is successively divided by 2 because 2 is the base of the number in which we have to get the 63. So 2 successively divide, that is 63, so that it is 2 3s are 6 and 2 1s are 2, so that it remainder 1. Next one is 2 15, remainder 1. 2 7, remainder is 1. 2 3, remainder is 1. 2 1, remainder 1. How many ones we got? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So total 6 ones we got. For the integer part, what we got? We got 1 2 3 4 5 6 point. Then coming to the fractional part, take the fractional part, that is 0.125. It has to be multiplied with the 2, so that it will be 0.1125. It is will be 250. We have to collect this integer part now. Now it is 0, so that 0 will comes here. Then again go with the multiplication with the 2. This one, it will be 0 into 500. So that again this will comes to the here, and again it will be multiplied by 2, so that we got 0 0 0 and 1. Whenever all the fractional part we can get zeros, all the fractional part, if we get the zeros, we can stop there. Otherwise, if this fractional part is repeated with the previous value, then we can stop there. So that what is this one? Here, this will be the thing. So this is the equivalent binary number for the 63.125. You can verify the same. Now I am going to verify the same, whether that is right or wrong. We can verify. What is the binary number we have? 1 1 1 1 1 1. 6 ones, 0.001 base 2. Then what is the equivalent of the decimal number of this given binary number? So that we have to go through the one particular procedure. This is the procedure. This is the procedure to convert the decimal to the binary, and this is the procedure to convert the binary to decimal. So that here we have what? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So first take the first one. This is 1 1. This is first take the first one. 1 into 2 power of 0 plus 1 into 2 power of 1 plus 1 into 2 power of 2 plus 1 into 2 power of 3 plus 1 into 2 power of 4 plus 1 into 2 power of 5 plus 1 into 2 power of 5 is completed, this one. So that means what? Total it is 2 power of 0, 2 power of 1, 2 power of 2, 2 power of 3, 2 power of 4, 2 power of 5. Plus coming to the fractional part, 0 into 2 power of minus 1 plus 0 into 2 power of minus 2 plus 1 into 2 power of minus 3. So that this will be what? It will be 32 plus it is 16, it is 8, it is 4, it is 2, it is 1 plus this is 0, this is 0, this is 1 by 8. 1 by 8 means 1 by 2 power of minus 3 means 1 by 8. This will be is equals to, it will be 63. 63 plus you can get this 1 by 8 is nothing but it is 0.125. So that what is the answer we can get? 63 plus 0.125 is equals to, we can get 63.125 base 10. Whatever we have used the decimal number to convert into the binary, and this is the binary number we got. Now we verified by making use of the binary number, we have verified the same to convert by converting that is into the decimal form. So that I am going to have the one more example. Last example in this case, with the very simple example, I am going to explain the same. 7.250 base 10. Convert into binary and verify the binary with respect to given decimal. It is the question for 5 marks. First I am going with the number. What is the number we have? 97.250 base 10. It is having the integer part as well as fractional part. Take the integer part, 97 successively divided by 2. 2 4s are 8, it remainder 1. It is 17. 2 8 is a 16, remainder is 1. 2 24, remainder is 0. 2 12, remainder is 0. 2 6, remainder is 0. 2 3, remainder is 0. 2 1, remainder is 1. Now we got the equivalent binary number for the 97, that is 1 1 4 zeros followed by 1. Then we have to have the fractional part. What is the fractional part? We have a 0.250 multiplied by the 2. Now we are going to multiply with the 2. 0.500 you can get, so that we have to take this 0, so that 0 will comes here, and again it is multiplied with the 2, that will have 1.000. So now the fractional part is completely with the zeros only. If I multiply with the 2 also, again I will get the 0, so that I can stop my procedure here, so that I can take this. This is what? It is a binary form. What is our question? Our question is that 97.250 base 10 is there. It is a decimal number system. Convert into the binary, so that we have converted that given number into the binary. After that, verify the binary with respect to the given decimal. Then we have to verify that binary with respect to the given decimal number. Then go with the binary number. What is the binary number we have? 11000001.01 base 2. Clear? Then we have to take the simple logic. First take all the values 1 1 0 0 0 0 1. Next one is what? 0 1. Here onwards, from this is a base point, right? It is a base point, and after immediate the base point left side we have the 1, so that it will be 1 into 2 power of 0 plus 0, next digit is 0, 0 into 2 power of 1 plus 0 into 2 power of 2 plus 0 into 2 power of 3 plus 0 into 2 power of 4 plus 1 into 2 power of 5 plus 1 into 2 power of 6. Then coming to here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is completed. Then we can go for the negative minus 0 into 2 power of minus 1 plus 1 into 2 power of minus 2. Then we can go with the values. Then this is what? This is 2 power of 6, means it is 64 plus 1 into that is 32. This will be 0. This will be 0. This will be 0. This will be 0. And this is 1 into 2 power of 0 will be 1. And this will be 0. This will be 1 by 4. So that it is what? It is 64 plus 32, it is 96 plus 1. 97 plus 1 by 4. 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is nothing but it is a 0.2540. That means what? 97 plus it is 0.254. We can get it is 97.250. It is what? It is a decimal number. So in this way we can convert any number into the binary form, and from the binary to the we have studied the any number to the decimal number to the binary, and from the binary to decimal also we did this one. So in this way you can convert the any decimal number to the binary form, any binary form to the decimal number, and this is the conversion of the decimal to binary and the binary to decimal. And in next class I am going to talk about the remaining number system, which are nothing but, so far we have studied the two number system. What are the two number system we have studied? One is a decimal number system. We have studied decimal number system whose base is 10, and it is having the 10 unique symbols that are 0 to 9. And after that we have studied the binary number system. We have studied the binary number system whose base is 2 and which is having only 2 digits, that is 0 and 1. And the remaining two number system we have to study. First in this, the next one is called octal number system, and the next one is hexadecimal number system. In octal number system, base is 8. In the hexadecimal number system, base is 16. In octal number system we can have the digits from 0 to 7, total is 8. In case of hexadecimal number system we can have the digits from 0 to f, that is nothing but the total number of digits, a total number of unique symbols in that number system are 16. So that in next class I am going to talk about the octal number system and the hexadecimal number system. After completion of octal number system and the hexadecimal number system, we can also study how the decimal number will be converted into the octal, and how the decimal number will be converted into the hexadecimal, and the vice versa. The thing is, here we are having the four number systems: decimal, binary, octal and hexadecimal. If you are having the one number in one number system, we must able to know what is its equivalent in the remaining three number systems. For example, 125 base 10 is there. Which number system it is? It is a decimal number system, so that we must know what its equivalent in the binary, that is base 2. What its equivalent octal number, that is base 8. What its equivalent number in the hexadecimal, whose base is 16. The point is very clear. If you know one number in any number system, we must able to know what is its equivalent number in remaining three number systems, such as if we know the decimal, we must able to know what its equivalent in binary, what its equivalent in octal, what its equivalent in hexadecimal. In similar to that one, if you know the hexadecimal number, we must know its equivalent of decimal, we must know its equivalent of octal, we must know its equivalent of binary. So in coming classes I am going to explain the same, so that with the next class all the conversions will be completed, so that we can go for the next topic. That next topic is nothing but it is the complements of binary number system. Complement is nothing but if we have the one particular number that is a binary number, that is triple 1 is there, complement of the triple one will be the triple zero. That is ones complement, and the twos complement is nothing but it is adding the ones complement to 1, that is called the twos complement. Anyway, we are going to study all those complements such as ones complement, twos complement, 8, 9's complement, 10 complement. All these things we are going to study in the performance in performing the subtraction of various numbers. So complements are very useful in making the subtraction of the binary numbers. That complements are going to use widely, so that we are going to study those complements in the coming classes, students. And this is a very useful class, and from this class we can expect the one short answer question. By giving the one particular number in one number system, examiner is going to ask what is the equivalent number in the one particular another number system, so that we must able to do that one, so that we can easily get the maximum marks from this topic. Thank you, student. Thank you so much.